Hi friends, I'm Claire, and you're you, so please stick around. Hi friends, my name is Claire, and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here, I make content about what it's like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum, and whatever else feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, and I hope that you are, so please go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell. We had a small influx of subscribers this week. I mean the royal we. And that is very exciting. I think we're only like 15 away from 600. And that's a pretty good number. So thanks everybody for helping out. I think I forgot to mention that I make videos 3 times a week. Morning guys, and welcome to Porch Coffee. Wasn't planning on doing another Porch Coffee, but here we are. Another Sunday morning where I film myself drinking coffee. The reason that we're having another Sunday morning like this is because my bunny chicken run finally came in. Came in on Thursday, 1 box came, and I ordered it from eBay. And the box was a little bit small for my mind, like how big I thought it would be. And so I kind of got a little scared. So the first package came on Thursday. Wasn't the whole package. Checked the listing on eBay. It was coming in 2 packages. And that I should be patient. Second package came the next day. That was Friday morning. I had all the pieces. Started putting it together like a big old erector set. And I got the frame up by myself. And then I reached out to some friends and jokingly asked for assistance, and my sweet friend came and helped me for 2 days to get this thing finished. Put the door on, cover it completely in chicken wire, and then help put the security hardware mesh around the bottom of it so that they can't dig out. It is 90% complete where they can leave their little coop. But today I have to go through and pin all of the underskirt down with some landscaping pins, is that what you call them? Whatever they pin down fake grass with. And then I should be able to let them play. So I'm excited for that today. Almost 24 man hours to put it together. It's done, and I feel like we did a good job. And now I can focus on finishing it and decorating it for the bunnies. So before I leave today, I definitely will show you that. But that is the reason that there is no fun autism video today. Because the autistic was having fun. I grew up with a very independent mom as far as projects goes. She just really inspires me because anything that she wanted to do, she would just like figure out how to do it herself. And that was like way before YouTube videos. So I love to do DIY and to do things myself, to the point where I have to remind myself that sometimes it's better to get a professional. But I always think a job is going to be easier than it actually ends up being. And I always forget that that's never the case. I just want to shout out to my friend because I probably would have been able to get the coop done myself, but it probably would have been so awful and taken a week. So I'm so glad that it's done. Oh, another thing that I did this week. Love on the Spectrum Series 2 came out. And I binge watched it in one sitting. It just came out a few weeks ago. I finally got around to it. I watched the first series and it was really good. But some of the dates were a little too awkward for me. So I wasn't sure that I would like the second series, but I liked the second series so much better, and I definitely ended up crying a lot out of like just happiness. It's just a nice series, and the autistic community is so diverse. And you can definitely see that in the casting this series. And it was so nice to see that and see how different people's relationships worked, and watch people, you know, have relationships and fall in love and just have this sheer joy. When you're on the spectrum, it really can be hard to meet someone. I always used to say, this was way before I was diagnosed, that I thought that I was pretty enough to have a relationship. But as soon as I opened my mouth, all my bets were off, like chances over. And I totally understand the feeling of I'm never going to meet anyone, or just throwing yourself into relationships and falling too fast, or just being way too into it and suffocating it because you're on the spectrum and you don't know. Yeah, it can be really difficult. So I was wondering, should I make a video reviewing Series 2 of Love on the Spectrum? Because I really enjoyed it. I'd love to have a gab about the, I want to say characters. They're real people, Claire. More coffee. I'd love to have a gab about the cast. I love how they started it, that Michael came back and had a little bit more success this series with going on a few dates. And just lovely people. And yeah, maybe I'll make a video on that. What y'all do this weekend? Hopefully not as much hard labor as I did. When you see the chicken coop, you're gonna be like, Claire, that doesn't look that hard. It's just, have you ever wrestled chicken wire? It is like dancing, but worse. Probably take a long nap today. Oh, I did want to mention that I did wash my hair. You can't tell now because why wash it if you're just going to be sitting in the literal dirt for 2 days? It'll get washed today. I have showered though, people. I mean, come on. I washed my hair this week, first time after dyeing it, and it is pretty much the same color. So I know darker colors stay longer anyway, but very happy because having emerald green hair, feeling like I live in the Emerald City, that's cool. My friends, I wish I was feeling a little bit better or less tired today to do a better video for you, but this is what I got. This is what being autistic looks like today. Take it or leave it, watch it or not. My goal with this channel is just to share my autistic experience and show you what it's like to live with autism, and today this is what it's like. So I'll probably sign off here and then just go and give you a quick tour of how the coop is looking. Disclaimer, I cannot keep my rabbits inside. But we live in a place where the weather is very nice, and keeping them outside is a possibility. I put them into their coop every night to keep them safe. And they also have a wall around their coop. And they have mesh around the bottom of their coop. And they have wire mesh surrounding their entire coop. So, I get why people wouldn't want to keep their bunnies outside. But I have done everything in my physical ability to keep them safe. So, I hope that you understand. In the winter, I have a hot pad for them. Right now, it's still warm out, and I bought them a beautiful piece of marble to lay on and keep cool. I am obsessed with these rabbits. They're my babies. So please be kind in the comments if you're like, rabbits should be inside. I agree with you. That would be a dream. It is not a possibility for me right now. Then you shouldn't have rabbits. I disagree with you. That's okay. If you can, stick around to watch that, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye. So this is our like chicken coop area. And when we moved in, this was already here, which is why I knew that this was our place, because it already existed. However, the issue is it's not safe enough for bunnies. I think we could probably get away with chickens, but definitely not rabbits. The holes in the fence are pretty large, definitely big enough for my bunnies to get through. So I kind of wonder if they originally used it as a dog run. I'm not sure. As I mentioned, it is still a construction zone, and the bunnies are not allowed in here yet. They're in their little coop back there, so please don't freak out. So we got lots of room in here. The plan is, I don't know where the house is going yet, but I put it over there because there was some mesh underneath it, so they couldn't dig out. I moved them off their old nasty carpet for one night, and they dug out over the weekend. I thought they would be fine, but they weren't. So thank God everything was okay, and they were just having the time of their lives in the enclosure, and they weren't trying to get out. But it was pretty scary, so I moved them over there under the mesh so they couldn't dig out again. They're giving themselves a little bath, if you can see. Everything is covered with mesh. It's cut out around the tree, but really close so nothing can get inside. And then along the bottom, I have kind of like an L-shaped hardware mesh, and it's pinned up tall enough so that they're really small rabbits, so it's pinned up tall enough so that they can probably put their paws on the top. It's not sharp, by the way, but just so that there's some protection for them there. And then the majority of the mesh is on the ground. Can technically dig in this little area here, but they can't dig out. Now, I know what you're thinking, Claire, they could like start here and dig out. I understand, but I do check on them every single day, and they're good diggers, but they're not that fast. So if they started digging out, I'd be able to get them before that. So I have thought about that, and I think we're good as far as like animals digging in as well. And at night I will be putting them back in their house, because from what I heard, the raccoons can still reach their little hands through here. So I want to make sure that I'm careful, and so look at how much space they're going to have to run around. I just have to get the bones finished today. Super excited to let them run free today. I can't wait to see what they do. And probably in about a week or so, once I get everything in the mail, I'm getting some solar lights so that they can have light all the time. And I'm getting I'd like to get like an Adirondack chair or two back here so I can spend time with them. Side note, if you know what this is, I thought it had to do with our septic, but it doesn't. Please let me know. There's nothing in the bottom of this hole. I hope that you enjoyed our little tour with these babies. I hope that you enjoyed the little tour, and I will keep you updated on how it's going. I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.